Hello, I'm Melissa. I'm sitting in this parking lot. I have been for months. I live in the apartment building right over here beside me. Right here. See? It's right there. It's right literally beside me. So, I've been sitting here. I've had a couple of problems with this guy at the gas pump. He runs his mouth here and there. I get called a slut. Gotten called a slut a few times. It's all good. I don't care. I'm hot. It's okay. I feel good about myself right now at this point in my life. I'm finally starting to get somewhere. And I guess I need to get a following because I just sit here. I smoke cigarettes and relax. I don't have to be cooped up in my apartment. I've never lived in a box. So I've never lived in an apartment building like this when there's someone on top of you, someone under you, someone beside you. I've never lived in something like that. I lived in a house the past 10 and a half years. So I've always had somewhere I could go outside and enjoy myself, and my kids have. We no longer have that. We have the luxury of a box with recirculated air, and I appreciate that box. I thank the Lord every day for that box. But I don't really want to spend my time there. It makes me miserable. It makes me feel bad. So I would rather not sit inside and feel miserable. I would rather sit outside when it's halfway decent out and feel good. Enjoy myself and let my hair down and relax and know that I'm not messing up my house. I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to be doing in my house. I'm sitting outside smoking, and I'm not hurting anybody. I say hi to the people that stop. I chit-chat with people. I love people for the most part, a couple at a time. I'm bipolar. I do have my moments. I do yell. I'm loud. I swear. But again, it doesn't make me a bad person. It just means I'm going through some shit right now. We're all going through something. We all are going through something. Every minute of every day, we all going through something. I've been hiding my something for a long time. I was with a man that I love. I love wholeheartedly. Things went bad. And I had to get out of it. He hasn't really spoken to me in 15 years. Like, almost literally. The only thing we ever talked about was the weather, for Christ's sakes. So, and that was it. I've taken the kids to the doctors, the dentist, dealt with the school, dealt with everything for years, for 15 years. I've been with him for 15 years. Well, it would have been 16 in December. So, we both had drug problems. His got bad. Mine got bad. It had to stop. So, I kicked him out. I got me and the kids in here because I needed to get us in somewhere else. They sold the old house we were in. So I got in here so that my kids were safe. My kids go to Kernhatten Homes in Westminster, Vermont. It's beautiful. It's amazing. They take very good care of my kids. They help a lot. My children have like 5 kids in their class. 3 of my children are there, and I am so thankful for them. My ex doesn't like it. He wants them out of there. And unfortunately, I believe it's in the best interest of my children to stay there. So I have them there, and I have had DCYF in my life for years now. They've never taken my kids because I take care of my kids. My kids go to the doctors every 6 months. My kids go to the dentist every 6 months. I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. I fuck up all the time. All the time. But I'm not the only one. I would put my kids up against a lot of other kids any day of the week. I think that I raised them to be very good children, to be very good adults, to be very good human beings. Because honestly, none of this has anything to do with anything but having some humanity. And I'm not asking this woman to sign over her property to me. I'm not asking this woman to clean up after me. I'm not asking this woman to cover me on her insurance. Okay? I'm asking to be left alone in a place where I feel halfway comfortable. There aren't too many places out there like that anymore. And this is why. Because you have to feel like this world is all of ours. It's all of ours. The Lord gave it to us. To all of us. And I understand that people are allowed to buy their section and mark it off as their own. But when you have somewhere like this, where, so this truck right down here, this truck, the tow truck, all right, I don't know who owns this truck, but I know it's here all the time. I know for a fact the guy who owns, well, he doesn't own it, he works for the company, J&J. Awesome. We like the work they do. We've used them for years. No bad to them. No harm to them. But they apparently allow him to park his truck down here in the parking lot. He lives at the end of this building. Well, and I don't even think he lives there. I think his girlfriend does. I have no bad blood with any of them. I have no reason to say one bad word about any of them. All I'm saying is I live here. All right? I live right there. And I come around the fence right here off of my property because I am not allowed to smoke on the property that I pay $1,400 a month to stay in. So I come over here to the place where I buy my cigarettes. My children, we're in that store sometimes 3, 4, 5 times a day, okay? We don't mean nobody no harm. We talk to the girl inside, Natalie. She's sweet. I've talked to the owner inside, or the guy who runs the store. I'm not sure how to say it because apparently he's not the owner. He's renting the store. But I've spoken to the guy that runs the store and asked him if I was a problem, and he said no. I have had the maintenance people from my building, right here, right over here, come over to the parking lot and say, hey, are you supposed to be here? I'm not hurting anybody. This is not their property, so I'm not sure why they're asking me about it in the first place. I do know that I sit here in this area. All clean. See, it's clean. Me and my children take care of it, actually, because my kids run up and down that little patch of grass right there so that they're safe. They're not running around in the parking lot or anything. I generally sit right there in the parking lot, in that little spot. But I have recently keep getting attacked because I'm sitting here. That's why I'm starting to post videos, because I'm not hurting anybody other than myself by smoking my cigarettes and killing myself slowly. But for me right now, this helps me. It's helping me. It's been helping me for months. Months I've been here. Sometimes from 8 in the morning till 8 at night. I'm not hurting anybody. I think, if anything, I'm bringing her more business because she owns the gas station. I'm pretty sure that, if anything, I've brought her more business by me sitting out here soaking up the sun in my shorts and my tank top. But anyways, I finally feel good about myself for once in my life. I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm not trying to cause anybody no harm. If I walk you down this little area right here, where the fence, right along the fence, there's a gate right down there where people can come in and out of the parking lot, out of the apartment buildings, okay? Where I guess apparently they've sat on the trucks, and she tried to yell at me for that, and I said, I don't think so. We don't go down here. So if I go down that way though, there is a mound of cigarette butts. It's disgusting. And I understand why you don't want people down there. Because the building put up a sign, no one's to be on the other side of the gate door smoking cigarettes. Okay, cool. I'm not at the gate door. But I'm also not a pig. My cigarette, my purse, they go in the bottom of my purse. Right down in that purse, okay? There. That's my mess. I take care of my mess. This is our world. This is our planet. And I'm trying to take care of it as best I can. That said, I'm just looking for a little support. And I want people to chime in on humanity. Like, am I really hurting anybody? Has anybody seen me? Has anybody drove by and seen me? If you have, come say hi. You see me after I post this, come say hi. Come spend a little money at the gas station. Make sure you tell them that Melissa sent you. Because I guess that's what it's going to come down to. Is if she somehow thinks that she's getting something out of me sitting here, maybe it'll be okay.